Good morning, Longhorns. I'm Lisette Pitty, and welcome to JFD TV for Thursday, October 6th. For our top story this week, our Dobie band marched their way into contest season. Here is Melanie Melendez with the story.
I had a great chance to come see how our band members competed against 20 different schools. How do you feel about your first competition of the year?
I feel really great about it, and I feel like our band is really buying into the show, and we're really working to integrate props, and so the next competitions are going to be based on our past competitions, which were really well, so I think we're going to have a great season.
How is band preparing for the next competition?
Okay, so following our last competition, we're trying to integrate a lot of the things we were missing, so hopefully that's going to bring it all together. And as we're working out there, we're trying to, boost up the energy and just complete it all.
Make sure to congratulate our Dobie band members for coming in home with the third place and for working hard. Reporting for JFD TV, I'm Melanie Melendez.
Our reporter Jacob Wise got some last-minute information for you to know about our school play.
Dobie's first show of the year, Much Ado About Nothing, is excited to have their first performance tonight. Why should people watch the show?
Because it's a beautiful story about love, and I think a lot of people can relate to it.
How prepared do you think you are?
I think I'm pretty prepared for this role. It's the biggest one I've ever gotten, but I'm really excited about it, and I've been practicing a lot.
Why should people watch the show?
Because the whole cast has been working really hard at making this show the best that it can be, and it's a really entertaining show.
How prepared do you think you are?
I think I'm really well prepared. We've been doing so much. We've been putting a lot of work into this. We come here every day and then just work all day. And that's about it.
Make sure to come out tonight at 7. Reporting for JFD TV, I'm Jacob Wise.
One of our teachers has been featured on our show several times this year. Reporter Shanique Brown got to ask him how he feels about not being featured this week.
How do you feel about not being featured in this week's show?
I'm crushed. I've had to seek counseling on it. It's very difficult to get through a day to imagine how I'm going to get through that day without being on TV.
What do you want to say to Mr. Parks about this?
I'm wondering about the future of JFT TV, because without someone like me on the cover on TV daily, the ratings will drop, and then no one will watch.
So how have you been handling all the fame and attention?
Well, I'm surrounded by hordes of my fans. Usually I'm surrounded by hordes of my fans, and it's very difficult to get through a day. I have to, the paparazzi, photographs, all that stuff. I know how Brad Pitt feels now.
Well, let's take a look back at your previous moments.
Now, let's check in with sports.
I'm Catherine Maslanka, and your Longhorn Sports Report starts now. Our varsity football team put up a tough fight against the Memorial Mavericks, but unfortunately did not come out with a win. Our news director, Alanis Macias, has the highlights.
I am the greatest.
Someone look color. Someone look color. Someone look dash. Someone look color.
I am the greatest.
Chris Morris and Jeremy Davis were our top players of the night against the Memorial Mavericks. Chris Morris ran 5 carries for 78 yards and scored 1 touchdown. Also, Jeremy Davis threw for 133 yards and scored 1 touchdown.
What are some things y'all can do differently the next game?
Making sure we stay focused through the whole game, through all the whole week of practice, and offense cheer on defense on the sidelines and defense cheer on offense on the sidelines, and just making big plays when it's needed.
What were some of y'all's biggest challenges this game?
Some of our biggest challenges were underestimating, coming out, thinking that we were going to kill them in the first half, and just underthinking what they were going to do to us.
Make sure to come out and support our boys as we take on Sam Rayburn on the 13th at the Veterans Stadium at 6.
While our boys fought hard on the field, our news directors Alanis Macias and Abigail Taylor went to see what you guys have in your pocket.
We see that you brought your W Pride to the game, but what else did you bring? For a piece of candy, do you have a receipt in your pocket?
Dang, I had a receipt too, no? No, I got the receipt.
Yes.
Nah, I don't.
For a piece of candy, do you have lint in your pocket?
Look, you see it? Yeah. Is this lit?
Yes. Hey, no, I don't.
For a piece of candy, do you have keys in your pocket?
I do.
Yes. For a piece of candy, do you have headphones in your pocket? It looks like most of you only bring the basic necessities. Reporting for JFD TV, I'm Abigail Taylor.
And I'm Alanis Macias.
Along with the boys, our varsity volleyball team went head-to-head with Memorial, but were not victorious. Reporter Hugo Martinez has the scoop.
Sadly, the Lady Longhorns couldn't keep up with Memorial, ending with a score of 3-0. How do you think the team performed in this match?
I believe we started off really well in the first couple of sets. We just, when it came down to it, we just made too many unforced errors at the end.
What are your team goals for the next game?
Well, our team goals, I think, is for us to eliminate a lot of our hitting errors, play better as a team, communicate.
Make sure you go support our volleyball team as they take on South Houston tomorrow at 4:30. Reporting for JFD TV, I'm Hugo Martinez.
That'll do it for your Longhorn Sports Report. Now back to Lisette in the studio.
Thanks, Catherine. With fall rolling in, Karen Rodriguez has some ideas on how you can make your fall season a breeze.
Rice Krispie cereal, mini marshmallows, and Tootsie Rolls. Start off by putting your marshmallows in the microwave for 30 seconds until half melted. Pour in the cereal and mix it all together. Grab a handful of cereal and shape it into the form of a pumpkin. Once you're done shaping the whole mix, start by molding your Tootsie Rolls in the form of a stem into any size you'd like. Place your stem on top of your pumpkin treat and you're done. For the acorns, you'll need pretzel sticks, donut holes, and chocolate melts. Put your chocolate melts in the microwave for a minute until it's all melted. Dip the donut hole in the chocolate melts halfway. Break the pretzel stick in half and put it on top. A styrofoam pumpkin, a fork and a knife, a candle, paint and paint brushes, and glitter. Carve a circle on top of your pumpkin. Take your fork and poke holes along the lines of the pumpkin. Take your white paint and paint every other section. Add glitter to the white parts and clean up the edges. Put in your light or a candle and top it off with a stem. Hope you like our DIYs. Reporting for JFD TV, I'm Karen Rodriguez.
Our reporter Beth Early has some information on how you can capture every moment.
The District Communication Department is hosting a photography contest for students to showcase their school pride. Why should students enter this competition?
I think students should enter this competition because it gives them a chance to be unique and show their talent.
I think it's a really good way to showcase your photography skills. And if you win the school-wide one, then you win a GoPro. And if you win the district one, then you win camera equipment.
How are you showing your Dobie pride through this competition?
Well, the fact that there's a lot of organizations in this school, this kind of gives a chance for other students to show off their organization, hey, this is me, this is where I'm from, especially towards a big community.
You're just showing pictures of, school, football games and what you think the high school experience is like.
By showing the kinds of talent that Dobie students have, how creative we actually are.
Entries will be accepted from October 7th to November 18th, and you can vote November 23rd to December 16th. You can submit your photo to studentphotospasd@gmail.com to win for Dobie and showcase your school pride. Reporting for JFD TV, I'm Beth Early.
It's almost time for the glitz and glamour of homecoming night. But first, we need a king and a queen. Here's Catherine Mislanka with more.
Our 2016 homecoming court was announced earlier this week.
I want to congratulate each and every one of you as you have been selected to the 2016 homecoming court. I wish everybody best of luck and have a great homecoming.
I'm thankful for everybody that's voted for me already. Y'all keep voting for me.
I'm very grateful for everyone who voted for me and thankful for this opportunity.
I feel grateful that everyone who voted for me nominated me, and it's just a blessing to be here.
It feels really good to be nominated. Very thankful for all the people that voted for me.
I feel very blessed and thankful that people voted for me, and I just can't wait to see what comes next.
I feel extremely blessed and honored to be representing Dobie.
We'll take a look at each candidate in the coming weeks.
That'll do it for this week. Be sure to check us out on Vimeo and YouTube and follow us on Twitter at JFD_TV for our latest updates. We hope you have a great 4-day weekend, and we'll see you back here next week. To close it off, here's some footage of our pep rally.
Up on Melancholy Hill there's a plastic tree. Are you here with me? Just looking out on the day of another dream, where you can't get what you want, but you can get me. So let's set out to see.